Hello again, my friends. We're back. Another Great American Craft Beer Review with Kyle. We're back tonight doing some stouts back from Minnesota. I posted a lot of reviews. I just had not. My phone's having an issue loading. I'm going to load them up tonight and try to see what's going on. I've got 4 or 5 that I want to get uploaded, and I'm not sure. Try to adjust this here so people won't complain that I want to get loaded in. For our sampling pleasures, tasting delights this evening, I got a big stout from one of my favorite companies, the Souder Jungle Jam single bottle. If you like stouts, you gotta like this company. It's from the Hoppin Brewing Company. Of course, I've done a lot of their reviews, dozens of their reviews. This is Sippin Out of Sight, 2018 Sippin Out of Sight, the single bottle. It's a chocolate cherry martini imperial stout. This is a big boy, 13.2% ABV, 13.2. It is a massive beer. It says imperial stout made with chocolate plus natural cherry and vanilla flavors. It says a very special chocolate martini imperial stout with heavenly swirls of ripe cherry and sweet vanilla flavors, along with the savory and satisfying chocolate character of high-grade baker's cocoa. This is one great beer. Sippin' Out of Sight is a recipe that will stand the test of time and can be enjoyed for years to come. It's getting okay reviews on Untappd. I think it was like 4.01, which is good, but that's low for a Hoppin stout, so I don't know. You know, these beers from a lot of brewers, I expect this to be boozy and bourbony and whiskey. Hoppin Boris, which is one of my favorite beers, one of the best beers in the world, which I've said 100 times, has more booze at 9%, 8.9 than some 17% beers. So Hoppin uses the whiskey. They're heavy on the booze. They're great beers. They're balanced. They're best stouts, some of the best stouts in the world. I'm not denying that at all. But they're boozier than a lot of companies. And this one, I think, at 13.2. I don't know how boozy it's going to be, but I expect a decent amount. So let's go ahead and get the cap off. This has been warming for about 20 minutes, maybe 15, 20 minutes here. So it's still chilled, but it's warmed up enough. And I want to get it going and get the review. There's the cap there, the red color Hoppin bottle cap. Haven't been drinking a lot of Hoppin lately. For summer months, they don't do a lot of light stuff. They do the pumpkin out. I'm going to be getting into some Hoppin though into the coming weeks, months, probably closer towards the Thanksgiving, Christmas season, and the New Year. Of course, as they are a 80% stout-based company, so you know we're going to get into that. But let's go ahead and get this to pour. I have some freshly rinsed Mad Tree glassware, appropriate snifter for this big boy at 13.2. So here we go. Just want to get a little pour here just to see. Again, we'll probably get this about half full just to start here. 13.2. Tilted a bit. Dark as molasses as expected. And there it is. Again, 12-ounce pour. Yeah, dark color there as you can see. Nice amount of head. Oh my God, the cherry smell. Jesus Christ. Woo, the cherry. That is right. That is Michigan cherry. Almost smells like just squeezed, like almost like, what is Marcurios? Is that the one? Whatever Steve might sell, the great Steve might sell Marcurios cherries or Lavecchios cherries or whatever they're called. That is just unprecedented. It smells like almost like the cherry cordial from Southern Tier. It's supposed to have vanilla in it though too. Unprecedented amounts of cherry. My God, I did not expect. It doesn't smell. All I smell is cherry. A little bit of malts in there. That is like the cherry cordial ice cream with the ground up cherries from the stem. Mercy, the aroma. My God, it's this. I gotta tell you what, folks. If this is tasting as good as it smells, it's gonna be an ass kicker. So, thank the brewers Hoppin Fred Karn, great man, been in their brewery. Expensive but great stouts as always. Cheers, expecting good things. Here we go. Really weird. This is a really weird beer. 13.2. There is no booze. Now, how is that? I don't know if this is barrel. I don't think this is even barrel aged. But how is there no booze on this? I get cherries and malts, and that little sip. Again, I'm not trying to drink this in any significant amount. A lot of cherries, good flavored cherry, but certainly not much vanilla. Let's get another sip. 13.2. Okay, a little bit of chocolate cherry there. Cherry chocolate. Getting maybe just a small minute hint of vanilla. It definitely getting, this is more, I don't think they should have put vanilla on this. Sipping out of sight. And now on the main logo it says chocolate cherry martini imperial stout. And then here it says imperial stout made with chocolate and plus natural cherry and vanilla flavors. And then on this one, sweet vanilla. I don't get much vanilla. The cherry is awesome. The cherry is great. It said cherry stem, kind of like what cherry cordial has. The ice cream and the beer from Souder too, which I love. And then there's some like that rich dark chocolate, and there's some nice roasted malts. It's a great beer. I mean, it's definitely a 4.25 for sure. Not much on the way of vanilla, at least. Nice glass lace. This is a great stuff. 13.2%. My God. The cherry flavor is great in this beer. At 13.2, it's a 4.25 easily. I can't get it higher than that because I can't get it higher than a 4.25. I think the vanilla is not much there. If it is, it's toasted vanilla. And that's the thing. It's really hard to brew these beers, and I continue to say, not knock on this beer, this brewery. It's just so hard to showcase all three of these flavors. You really have to be. That's why it's called craft beer, and you know who's legit and who's great. This is cherry heaven. If you love cherries, if you're a cherry person, just a cherry flavored freak, get this beer. Some good chocolate in there as well. I think the cherry would be 75% of this beer, and then a 25% chocolate. Very minimal vanilla. It's a cherry beer, folks. A cherry stout. But I do like the cherry flavor. It's not like it's a cherry stem juice almost. It's a great beer. 13.2. I get a little warming on the back end, but ever so slightly. I mean, for 13.2. And that's what I was going to question. You know, I came into this a little nervous because that is the one small knock on the Hoppin Frog Stouts. And it's not even really a knock. It's just that I can drink an 8.6% Boris and it's boozy. It's good. It's the whiskey barrel flavored. But then I'll go drink an Evil Twin at 17 or an Avery at 16. And the Hoppin Frog has twice as much alcohol and booze and just burning. And I don't understand it. But maybe Hoppin Frog uses the more intense barrel. I don't know. And that's something we're trying to get into home brew, the great Andy Fox, Cameron Pritchard, trying to get into home brew and get these. That's why you want to learn from these best brewers. I continue to say this. Blisterman with the stouts, certainly, but Hoppin Frog, I mean, there's not a lot of companies that are on Hoppin Frog's level, to me, with stouts. I wish they would do a little more, some more lighter stuff. You know, they do a pumpkin at Christmas, which is great. Both are good beers, but wish they would do some more IPAs, a little bit more in the way of ambers. They do have a couple peanut butter porters, but again, dark beers. Not knocking them, because if you can make, Akron, Ohio is a cold, hell of winters up there. If you can continue to make these world-class elite stouts, if you brew it, they will come, and that's happened. Fred Karn's tremendous, and again, I put their stuff up there with some of the best in the world. I continue to say that. I get napped at, but there's a reason Boris has top 50 beer and continue to have been. So, again, cheers everybody. Great beer. If you like cherry, try this out. It's a good beer. I'd recommend it if you like cherries. If someone does not like cherries, do not try this beer. I'm telling you now, the aroma and the flavor, you would just be done and wasting your time and money. But again, good stout. Good stout, I recommend it. So life's short again. We must be happy, folks. Football season, back to one job. The wallet's thin from craft beer, but try this. Sipping out of sight. Chocolate martini stout. Cheers, everybody.